On the budget, peasant farmers want government to establish an agricultural development fund to effectively address unexpected challenges in the sector such as food gluts and dry spells. They believe such a fund will provide a sustainable source of financing to help the government respond swiftly to shocks within the agricultural industry. Daniel Odromensa has more in this report.
According to the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, the government must do more to safeguard the agricultural sector against post-harvest losses. This follows an escalating crisis in Ghana's grain sector where over 1.2 million metric tons of rice, maize, and soybeans remain unsold across farming communities. The glut has been blamed on poor market coordination, restrictive policies, and increasing imports that continue to undermine local production. Although the government has released funds to the National Food Buffer Stock Company Limited to purchase the unsold produce, the acting executive director of the association, Bismarck Norte, believes establishing an agricultural development fund in the upcoming budget is the best long-term solution.
We'll be expecting to see the budget to create something like an agricultural investment fund, a fund where we are able to mobilize resources and keep them in the fund so that in the year, if there are any unanticipated shocks within the sector, we can now use the funds to address those particular shocks. So whether there's a dry spell ongoing or whether there's a glut or whether there's any sort of emergency that we didn't plan for, then we can now rely on this fund. We can use the fund to address a lot of the challenges that we have. So I think that's the key thing that I hope the Ministry of Finance will consider in the 2026 budget.
Bismarck Norte further called on the government to make budgetary allocations to support the local production of agricultural inputs, saying this would enhance productivity and reduce the country's dependence on imported machinery.
We are, however, thinking that in the medium to short term, government should be thinking about putting up industries or facilitate local industries to be able to produce some of this equipment, some of these reliance on the imports will be reduced to.
Let's now bring you an update on how the currency is performing on the interbank